Alright, by popular demand, today the plan is very simple, alright? Extremely simple. You guys want to know how to wheelie, and I constantly ask this. So, today I'm going to show you guys how I learned how to wheelie. And you know, it might help some of you, hopefully. And you know, I haven't crashed doing a wheelie yet, so hopefully I can help you get some tips on how to stay safe while you're doing those dank nooners. So let's get into it. We're in Mexico, by the way, today. It's very beautiful here. A lot of fields. Can't see shit. This is where I get clobbered by a car. Absolutely clobbered. Oh. Alright. Let's go. Alrighty. So this video is kind of going to be how to wheelie the FZ series of like Yamaha bikes, pretty much, because they're all really similar. They all kind of have the same power band. This one's power band is a little bit higher on the RPM range, but I mean, I've wheelied the 07, I've wheelied the 09 a little bit, not much, but they're very similar on how you pop these things up. So, how you want to learn how to do it is just be in first gear, and you're just going to want to ease into it, little by little. You're just going to want to ease into it. It came up a little bit in the air, at the end there. And you're just going to want to keep doing that. This is no clutch. Alright, you can learn clutch wheelies once you get your balance a lot better on the bike, alright? You don't need to do fucking clutch ups constantly. Now, the thing about your seating position is you're just going to want to be in your normal seating position. Like, it really doesn't matter that much. These bikes are so torquey. You want to have your rear foot, your rear right foot kind of on your brake a little bit. Now, I learned without covering my rear brake, and I haven't crashed yet, but you know. We're gonna get off this road. Hold on, I gotta get a better back road here. Alright, dude. They're crossing the lines a little bit there, bud. Anyways, back to the wheelie video. What the fuck? Oh god, we'll get back to it in a second here. This is just hilarious, bro. Alright, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the rear brake. I didn't learn to cover it because the way I learned how to wheelie, you're never really at balance point, and as long as you're focused and you're not fucking giving it throttle. And let me give you guys a tip straight away. Don't do wheelies on windy days. You're not gonna have a good time. I know it doesn't seem like it would affect you that much, but it does. All right, it's bad. It's very bad. You know, one gust of wind and you're fucking off your balance point, and if you're not, you know, covering your rear brake, if you don't have quick enough reaction times, you're clapped. You're done. So, on the FZ07, you can be in first gear, second gear, but what you're gonna want to, FZ07 first gear, second gear, FZ09 first gear, second gear. They're both the same, but they all have very similar power bands. This one just has a little bit more power. Top end. So you're gonna want to get near your rev range of where your kind of peak torque is. Mine's at 9,000 RPM, but I mean, it's kind of unfair because I have a quick shifter too, but this is literally just to get into it. This is just learning, getting more comfortable on the wheelie. From then on, you can do clutch ups. All right, doing clutch ups without having without power wheeling first is kind of dangerous in my personal opinion, because you're not practiced in the wheel. You don't really know what to do. Now, you don't want to be grabbing the tank with your legs. All right, you're just gonna want to let yourself float. All right, this is kind of be how you balance a little bit. That, your legs being out here, and your arms in the front of the bike, the wheel. You'll see me when I wheelie, I turn my wheel, and that's kind of reacting to maybe if there's wind or something, and then I'll lean just a little bit. But for now, you're just practicing just the front tire coming up. That's it. You're gonna be in first gear, and you're gonna ease into it. You're gonna feel the front tire come up and let off. And you're gonna want to keep doing that until you get more comfortable with that front wheel coming up and lifting naturally. You're just learning the power of your bike. That's it, right? Just like that. Nothing more. Wheel coming up. That's just the key to this. Is just you're getting comfortable. If you go into clutch ups immediately, you're probably gonna loop it. Now this video is very different for sport bikes. Sport bikes are a little bit harder to wheelie because you're more forward, you're more on the front end, and your power is a lot higher in the rev range. But on FC09, FC07, MT07, MT09, they're the same. Just easing into it. And then gradually you'll do wheelies like that. Just learning how much power your bike has. That's the goal of this. Now once you've practiced your little wheelies, your very small wheelies, just powering up, now you're gonna want to start giving the throttle a crack, as I like to call it, a bit of a crack. Now what that is no clutch. You're just cracking it. Sit. So you're just, all right, not enough, and this is kind of what you got to do. Not enough. And then there you go. Throttle little cracks until you feel it come up, and then let off. Just crack it, let off. Crack it, let off. Just how I'm doing. All right, just ease into it. Take everything easy. So you're in second gear on your MT07 or FC09. You're just gonna want to crack it and give her a tug. Ready? Now where I shift up, you guys would probably be letting down unless you have a quick shifter, in which case I'll make a separate video on how to wheelie this bike in particular, because the quick shifter is a little bit different, it's a little bit harder. Well, it's actually easier, but it's harder to learn and get comfortable with. Are these guys on scooters? Hey, don't fucking do that ever again to me. Don't you do your little eyes. Don't you wave at me. Alright? Come on. So once you practice your crack and tug, and you know you're getting a little bit, you know you're getting your front tire up a little bit, now is when you get further up and you practice balancing with your throttle, with your hand, your little boy hand. All right. If you feel yourself going a little bit too far back, let off, and you just want to get more comfortable. Just keep practicing. This is not like a one-day thing where you're going to learn. It's going to take a month at least. It took me like a month. All right. Now once you practice doing your tug and your balance like that, that's when you can kind of graduate to third gear third gear is the graduation gear, alright? And this is the gear where you clutch up, alright? So I'm just wanna practice it. Clutch in, gas, clutch out, and then bring up, and then balance. So you can practice that, you know, in your room, at school, at work, you know, various opportunities for you to practice the old clutch up. So, all right, so clutch in, gas, drop clutch. Now I don't flick it with my fingers, I kind of let it out, and you just clutch in, gas, and then wheelie. And you're just balancing with your throttle, not letting it get too far back. When you feel it go too far back, just let off, alright? Your engine braking will catch you. It's all about building up your skills. It's not about getting into it all at once, doing a fucking clutch up. Now this is only for FZ07s, FZ09s, and MT10, you know. The name doesn't matter, MTFZ, whatever. Once you learn, you're kind of easing onto the throttle, and first you feel the front tire coming up, and you're getting used to that. Then you're gonna want to, you know, keep practicing that for a while. Then practice your crack and tug, where you're like you're thrusting almost. It looks a little ridiculous when I'm not actually wheeling. Anyways, so once you get that down, you're getting more comfortable with your crack tugs. You're holding wheelies for a little bit longer. You know, you're getting better at it. You know, you're improving. Right? That is when you can go to clutch ups. And clutch ups is the same way. You're easing into it. Clutch in, gas, drop clutch. You're gonna want to let off a little bit, and then you're balancing with your right hand. Clutch in, gas, out, balance with your throttle. You can just build skills from there. From there, you're like getting more comfortable with the bike.